Rumors are that allegedly Nene may actually be the real reason why Porsha hasn't secured a second season of her spinoff. Why is that? Well, I have some new information that may answer that question and more right after this. What's up, kinfolk? And welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, do me a favor and get notified, so you'll know whenever I upload new videos to the channel. Alright, kinfolk, come on into the house. We have a lot to talk about. And it centers around a rumor that allegedly Nene may actually be the real reason why Porsha hasn't secured a second season of her spinoff. Why is that? Well, I have some new information that may answer that question and more. And here it goes. Kinfolk, let me read to you what my sources are saying about this particular rumor. Industry rumors are alleging that Nene could be the reason why Porsha hasn't yet secured a second season of her spinoff. During Porsha's off-season, there have been a lot of new developments regarding the network's branding and the branding of its talent. These talks allegedly have led the network to look at the way they do business and try to change for the better, said the source. A lot of these changes have brought about a new departure of several network favorites, both in front and behind the camera, the industry insider noted. However, the most prominent departure from the network was Nene being unceremoniously let go from the franchise that she helped to build. So, how does all of this play into Porsha potentially not getting a second season of her show? Well, another industry insider gave this perspective. First, the network could look at the way they have in the past created a diva in Nene, and they may not want to repeat this same mistake with Porsha. How could that happen? The insider said that by rewarding a lot of Nene's bad behavior allegedly early on, they created a culture and an environment in which Nene could not be contained. Giving Porsha a second season of her show could be seen as rewarding what many saw as bad behavior. And if Nene's lawsuit has shown the network anything, it has shown them that the diva that they create cannot always come back pleasant, but could come back and bite them. So, will the network end up giving Porsha a second season of her spinoff? Or will they be runaway scared by the fact that they might have created another Nene? Well, the sources say we'll just have to wait and see, as always. Now, kinfolk, when I heard about this rumor, it made sense to me in a lot of aspects. One being that, if you are to believe this rumor, then that Bravo really has created a lot of divas. It is just not with Nene. A lot of divas across the different Real Housewives franchises. And what we have seen is that, not just Nene, is that when you create these individual personalities and you give them a lot of leeway and you give them a lot of say, that is not necessarily under a title or a recognized responsibility, then those individuals begin to feel like they're running things. They begin to feel like they are a unofficial producer or unofficial executive producer. And they feel that way quite honestly because, as we have seen, the network allegedly gave them a lot of power behind the scenes. Regarding of which housewife stays, which housewife goes, what storylines they should pursue, who should pursue what storylines. And I've always said this: you cannot necessarily fault Nene for the way she acted towards the network when for so long you told her that her way that she worked and the way that she acted was actually looked upon as an asset to the franchise. So for someone like Nene or a Mariah, or even a Lisa Vanderpump, it goes to show you that, you know, when you create these individual roles and you give them these individual responsibilities that are not necessarily recognized, then you create individuals who become kind of hard to control. And we've seen that with Nene's new lawsuit. And a lot of times when you start to pull back the reins of those individuals, they do become a little upset, a little frustrated, because for the better half of 10 years, they have been able to do this without any punishment, and to do this and still be paid quite handsomely. So I can see where Nene, you know, could be upset. Now, as it comes to Porsha, I think this: if you are to believe these rumors, then yeah, I can see Bravo kind of being afraid of creating a new diva in Porsha. You know, Porsha's last season of her spinoff, or the first season, it didn't paint her in the best light, and I think she even made light of that. It didn't paint her and how she interacted with her family and Simon in the best light. However, a lot of people have pointed out that, you know, that is the real Porsha, and which I would say that is how Porsha probably does act with her family behind the scenes. However, when you sit there and you reward that for a second season, then you can look at Porsha, and Porsha says, well, last season I did this, I cut up here, I acted a fool there, we did this, we manipulated that person, and it pushed out great ratings. So why not repeat that formula? And if you have the right type of producer who agrees with that thinking, they might say, you know what, you have a pretty good idea of what's going on and how to get eyes to the screen, so we're just going to just follow you. However, if history has shown us, when they reward that bad behavior, they create these divas that at the end of the day, when it's time to rein in, they can't control. They lose the narrative, and it just becomes a big headache for everyone. You know, we can use Nene's lawsuit. Now, whether you believe that she was a victim of racism or not, whether you believe that, you know, allegedly Bravo did these things to her in retaliation, whether you believe all the things or not, you have to understand, or at least recognize, that Nene really has created a lot of trouble for Bravo. And technically, you know, a lot of trouble for the franchise in itself. She put the ladies in very awkward positions to where they had to defend alleged racist, you know, sentiments and things of that nature. But at the same time, I know Bravo was probably thinking they wish all this could go away. So if they look to history as a guiding factor, then they probably may be a little skeptical about giving Porsha a second season of her spinoff. Now, my sources are telling me that the network has not come up with a decision just yet. One would definitely be made over the summer, but we have to wait and see, as always. But Kinfolk, I want to know what you guys think. If this rumor is true, do you think Bravo has a right to be skeptical about giving Porsha a second season of her spinoff because they don't want to seem as if they're rewarding bad behavior? Or do you think that the bad behavior of housewives on these shows and on the spinoff is just a part of the franchise DNA, and that these shows need that drama in order to be successful? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Alright, Kinfolk, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys over on the next one. Peace.